Hello, my name is Leo and welcome to a new day of the Elder Scrolls Arena. We are still making our way to Duncoin Walk and I still have a cold, surprise surprise. So, yesterday I was talking about how I had a theory that the reason why my nose was so bad was just because I was in this house and the moment I left the house I'd be fine. Well, um, hmm. So me and the waifu took waifu's dad out because the dad had to go to work. So I drive him there, and yeah, so we're driving, and I figured, well, I'm in the car. Had the heater. Well, actually, no, at the time it was kind of warm, so I didn't actually have the heater on. But my nose is still pretty much as bad as it was when I was actually recording, which is exactly what it is now, which is just this constant friggin' sniffle. Um, but it was for the most part okay, and I found that if I cracked the heater like way too hot, so that we're all burning alive in the car, then my nose just shuts up and goes away. But then the moment I turn the heater off and it becomes a little bit cooler again, my nose just comes back with a vengeance. And I was okay until we came back home, and I don't think it was the house's fault. I think it was the fault of I left the car and it was cold outside because it was like 9 p.m. when we came home. So the distance from the car to the house just turned my nose into a friggin' suicide bomb, and I was sneezing all over the shop, and it was crazy, crazy, crazy nose. Um, but I got a good night's sleep last night, and I'm feeling much better now. So if we could just stop it from like randomly sneezing constantly, I might actually be able to curb this cold. You never know. But anyway, that's enough about my friggin' nose. Let's talk about other stuff, shall we? So it's December here in wait, I was just about to say it's December here in Japan, like it's not December anywhere else in the world. What I meant to say was, it's winter here in Japan, um, as opposed to summer in Australia. Although it is still winter in America. But anyway, the point is, it's cold, right? But more importantly, it's Christmas. Okay, it's Christmas time. So the local government, there's like a I guess it's not a town hall. It's not a community center. They've got like a pool there. They've got a gym. It's like a public. I guess you could call it like a public pool, but it's a bit more than that. So it's like a public facility where people can pay, I think, like a very low subscription fee, like a yearly subscription fee, and you can go in there and you can like swim in the pool as much as you want. You can use the gym, and they might have some other like, activities for like elderly, because there's quite a large elderly population here, to sort of keep fit. And the mother-in-law goes there quite um, quite often because she likes to go swimming. But I don't know if I think I did talk about this. This is ages ago. Back in summer, there was during Obon, the Obon festival. In that same area, there's a huge like park, like open park area where they do like events and stuff. And back during the Obon festival, they had a huge festival with all the little stalls, like the little takoyaki, the octopus balls, and the shaved ice stalls, and the little like sideshow games that you can play, and people were doing the Awa Odori dance, which is like a traditional dance in this area of Japan. Now that same area now, as of the 1st of December, they've got another little. It's not a festival. It's just a display of like LED lights, and it's actually kind of cool. It's like there's these cool like triangle shapes, like made up of LEDs. There's this like a bicycle that you can ride, and as like the more stronger you ride it, it lights up like a thing, which is kind of cool. There's like a little tunnel of LEDs that you can go under, and we went. I wanted to show that to the waifu, and we were gonna go eventually, but the the mother-in-law was like, "Oh, there's the lights." Like, we were really busy that day, but oh, there's the lights. You could go see the lights. And the wife was like, "Yeah, we'll go see the lights. Don't worry, we'll see him like another day. It's fine." No. I said no. It's over. They're there all month. No. Go see him now. So we went there. It was actually a little bit too late. That being said, later on in the month, at an earlier time, it will be even colder than it was at that time. But the point I'm trying to make, it was pretty cold. It was quite windy. But we braved the weather and we saw the lights, and it was kind of cool. Another thing that they did, I think they were distributing them last month. I don't know how you actually get a ticket. I'm just having a look at them now. So you get these little tickets, right? They're basically raffle tickets, I guess you could call them. And they've got a number on them, right? And then it says, from I think the 2nd of December, which is a few days ago, you can check out on the website or at certain government offices, and you can win prizes. So I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tickets here. And I checked out on the website, and basically, first and second prize, which is like 10,000 yen, which is like $1,000. Is that right? No, that's only $100. No, it must have been 100,000 yen. Then. The point is, it was like $10,000. I think maybe it was only $1,000. There was a top prize that was quite actually a lot of money. Anyway, and that one you had to have the exact number written on the ticket. But then they had lower divisions, like they do in lottery, where you only had to match the last 3 digits. So there could be more than one winner. And then the very last one, which was $5 or $10, I think it was. There was a $10 prize, and that only needed the last 2 digits. Guess what? Didn't win any of them. Nothing. Not a thing. So I'm really bummed out about that. Oh well. What can you do? Yeah. Not much really. No. Well, but anyway, yeah, Christmas in Japan is interesting. Because they're not really religious as far as Christianity is concerned, but they still like the concept of Christmas. So it's kind of like, how in America there's all this talk about how Christmas is very commercialized, and the Christians are saying, well, we're losing sight of the real religious side of Christmas. But then the atheists are all like, well, we shouldn't have religion in it, we should be saying happy holidays instead of happy Christmas, blah, 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 blah. And there's this argument going on, and it's kind of half and half at the moment to what it used to be. It used to be, very religious. Well, imagine if, there were no Christians. It was just the atheists. But they still call it Christmas. We still want to call it Christmas because the Japanese are completely removed from the idea of Christmas being the birth of Jesus. Well, I wouldn't say completely removed, but for the most part, they just think Christmas is Santa Claus, snowflakes, presents. Yeah. That's pretty much it. It's kind of like Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was introduced to Japan by confectionery companies wanting to sell more chocolate. So they came up with this brilliant plan where we would make it canon, if you will, in Japanese culture, that on Valentine's Day, girls or women would give chocolate to men, right? And it would be a case of, you wouldn't just give chocolate to the one you love, you would give chocolate to every man in your life. Maybe not your dad, but even co-workers, you gotta give chocolate. You give them what's called what is it? Obligatory chocolate. So you are obligated to give them chocolate. So you give them this crappy ass chocolate just to shut them up. But then, the loved one gets the really nice chocolate or chocolate cake or something like that, And you know what? I feel sorry for women because they probably spend a fortune on Valentine's Day giving chocolate to everyone. It's just insane. But then, now, like I said, so the women give the chocolate to the men. The men don't have to give chocolate to the women on that day. But 1 month later, which is called White Day, in America, there's a slight movement called Steak and BJ Day, which I've tried to introduce to the waifu. It's partly worked. In the fact that I get a steak dinner, I don't get the BJ. But anyway, so White Day is when the man has to give chocolate back to the woman, if they love her. And this is the brilliantest part of this entire plan by the confectionery company. Okay, the man has to give 5 times, has to give chocolate or something, not just chocolate, but mostly chocolate, but it has to be worth 5 times more than what the woman gave him on Valentine's Day. How brilliant is that? So if the waifu gives me some chocolate, which she doesn't, if she gives me some chocolate on Valentine's Day, let's say it costs her $10 to buy like a box of chocolate or whatever, I have to give her a box of chocolate or something that's worth $50 or more. Otherwise, if it's less than $50, then it means I don't care about the relationship. And if it's less than $10, if it's less than what she gave me, then it means I want to break up. So I am basically forced to spend large amounts of money on chocolate or other things in order to satisfy this ritual, which I don't follow, by the way. I don't follow this rule because, like I said, she doesn't give me chocolate on Valentine's Day because I was like, oh yeah, we were in Australia at the time. I heard in Japan that the women give chocolate to the men on Valentine's Day. She's like, we're in Australia. Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. Well, then I guess on White Day I don't have to give you anything. No, you still got to give me everything. No. Does not work that way. I will give you something today, and next month, on White Day, you can give me a steak and a BJ. I'll give you a steak. Deal. Alright, so I settled for that. But yeah, that's Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure Christmas is the same way. It's just another marketing play for businesses to get more money, which is kind of what the commercialism argument is in America. But it didn't start off like that. In Japan, it pretty much started off like that. But anyway, that's Christmas in a nutshell in Japan. So yeah, we'll be still be fast traveling tomorrow. Still got some ideas about what I will do on Sunday. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.